The age of the influencer is over. The time of the buck has come.
He's gotta be on something.
Steroids. How come you always think my guys are the ones that use it?
Okay, so if you can do me a favor, and oh geez, voice crack. Puberty, it just continue. It just keeps on happening. Okay. Anyways, just don't look there. You know what I'm talking about. Just don't look there. Thankfully, I got some freaking underwear on, and I think these shorts. Well, I'm not gonna throw them out, but I don't think they're video material anymore. So, not saying you listen to this guy. We're talking about. Anyways, what I did is I brought my grip in for the bench, and this is the only grip that feels comfortable. I tried the water one. I didn't like that, and bench is just an accessory to my overhead press now. Yeah. So, anyways, we're talking about there's a guy in the Discord. He failed his set. He needed 5 reps, but he only got 2. Basically, if you're gonna especially going into deadlifts and squats. Basically, I need the bar list, but deadlifts and squats especially, you gotta get freaking mean, and you gotta be thinking about the weight. People talk about visualization. You should just be I'm gonna do this and this, and you gotta get in the fucking zone. And you should be, if you're gonna go. You can't be playing video games before you go and lift weights. You gotta be doing something because anything they just take your mind off unless it's some sort of unless you're playing Candy Crush or something. But why the hell would you do that? Hey there, you know what? This is a high budget thing. I suppose we can tilt the camera. I got some acne right here. It's making me look fucking ugly. That's the story of the last 3 years, though. What are you gonna do? Microneedling? Ow. Anyways, I'm gonna show you my deadlift workout. I'm gonna show you every step along the way. And I've got just a minute. So I do 2 warm-up sets with the bar. All right, there we go. The bar is that way. Fueled by Nona. Well, exactly. Somebody just commented. Okay, sure, I'm a shot. Okay. Whew. All right. Okay. I got a little bit of Sicilian action going right there. Look at that fucking tan. All right. Oh, you would not believe how much of a difference not taking Trenbolone for nearly 3 weeks makes in your stamina. That shit freaking sucks. 3 months from now I'll use it again. No, it's not worth it. You just take more tests. I'm not recommending that. This isn't doctor's advice. Although I do LARP at the doctor once in a while. And one day I might have my own TV show. It'll be, I don't know, House MD2. But I'm bigger than a house, so it would be building. There we go. The first time wasn't good enough. This one, no, you gotta always be looking the right way, or the same way. Oh, okay. Oh, just guess you're a wise guy. Can you see it? Yeah, 55. Okay. So, and we're back. I just got a notification. Too buff for this, shared something. Maybe it was an old notification. This phone gets notifications from freaking ages ago. Anyways, my Instagram is now. I'll no longer be a micro celebrity on Instagram. I'll be a D-lister, maybe. Well, maybe an E-lister. So, anyways, the warm-ups aren't anything. I don't do a bunch of reps because if it was the wintertime, maybe I'd do more reps. But generally, I would just wear more clothing, and that would keep me warmer, or make me. It's, you know, the heat, the atmospheric temperature facilitates some of the warm-up. Just in case you were born yesterday. You know, IT band's not feeling too hot, but it doesn't usually bother me in deadlifts. But I was rubbing on where it's sticking, which is, you know, just like right here. I was rubbing on that because what they do for the IT band release, so your IT band would be like this, okay? Let's say it's your finger here. And some people, they foam roll it, but that doesn't, holy shit. Those are tough 2 reps. That doesn't do anything. You have to come out of the side and put like shear force on it. And so people do use tools for that, or they like roll around in a ball. But that fucking wears the hell out of my shoulder because I weigh a fucking ton. So anyways, I was rubbing on it and that felt a little bit better. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, yes, I did another shot test today. And I'm like, you know, because I shoot my ass fat now. So, you know, I fucking dropped my drawers and I was like, I looked down and like, holy shit, it's more fat than usual. But it doesn't usually hang over that much. And it's like, no, I had a fucking lump in my ass from my last shot. So I got like a, you know, your ass is supposed to be round like this. Not mine. I have a vertice in my butt. Plate's way off. Okay. You don't need to see my face anyways. This is the important thing. And so, some people I think use way too much chalk. I tweaked my back doing front squats. Some guy said to me, I'll check that in a bit. Anyways, I do that. Okay. And I don't, I chalk the bar up where I'm gonna put my hands and the straps because I'm using the figure 8 straps. Okay. And you shouldn't really need to apply chalk more than twice on the bar or on your hands unless you go and wash them like you gotta go take a crap. But you need to take care of business before you fucking work out. But if you're on a bulk, like me, what I was doing, you know, where you could, you know, you go to the bathroom like 6 times a day, although that might have been a sort of too many pills issue and raw egg issue. Yeah, if you got that sort of issue, then, you know, you could basically shit at any moment. And you don't want that. This is 425. I was just doing 335. And then my next one will be in the 5 somewhere, and then I'll do my work set. This is my good side. Anyways, I'll just talk to you like this, like we're standing in a 2x2, or you know, the anti-commercial 2x2. That sort of line. We're talking to one another at the DMV. Anyways, you know, I took some donepezil today, and I was reading up on it. Like, don't take caffeine with donepezil because it kind of cancels out the acetylcholinesterase effects. But I don't think I'm going to take donepezil because I like coffee, and I don't enjoy that many things that I ingest, and I don't want to give up one of the few things. The only thing I have to take care of, I'll do a toothbrushing. This tooth's fucked up because I got a root canal, and I got the root canal done when it was already discolored, and then the coffee stained it worse. But we'll do I'm gonna try and whiten my teeth with baking soda because I don't want to go to the dentist, because then they'll give me a fucking mega dose of fluoride and turn me into a bigger idiot. I mean, yeah, you get your teeth are a little better, but now you're like a gibbering idiot. You know, you're talking about chocolate chip and corn pop. I know he's a real bad dude, and you know, the hair is standing up on the back of your legs. I mean, but or you lose the plot every fucking 7 sentences. I forget what you were saying. I don't know who does that though. Look at this. So, all right, 543.8. That's my last warm up. I don't like to do a warm up that's close to my work weight. When I did my 800 deadlift for the first time so I did it for a single last year in March, and then I did it for a double in October. The first time I did it, and also the second time I did it, my last warm up was 600 pounds. So I went from 600 to 800. And when I also when I did 700 for the first time, my last warm up I think was 495. I don't recommend doing that. That's just you know, sometimes I'll psych myself out like that. If I did a warm up that was closer to my work weight, it might psych me out. Then I'm like, oh shit, man, that didn't move as fast as I wanted it to. Anyways, so here we go. Figure eights. I was using the other ones for a while, but I didn't like fucking around with them because one always seems a little bit tighter than the other, and also with the figure eights I can put my thumbs on top of the bar so they're not rubbing on my legs, because I've actually like gotten like I don't know, some sort of like friction burn from that. That must have been during Romanian deadlifts. All right, baby. All right, baby. 443 felt like a feather. That's about as far as my big satanic Australian guy impression goes. Although he's not a Satanist. He just has a Satan tattoo right here. It must be from the Satanist days. That guy's a lot stronger than me, so. And he's got Australian brain, so I wouldn't want to mess with him. That's not a slur against Australians. This is the same weight as last week, but I got to do more reps because 6 reps is okay. I got a back tweak, but my back's feeling good today. So we'll see what happens. That's just it. And take 2. I should have warmed up a little bit before I started this. And this is, I'm in nerd mode with my guitar. That's when you get it up high so you can play some. Okay. A little out of tune. A little sloppy. But anyways. Okay. All right. Anyways, that's not tuned the same as Centipede, and hopefully it didn't sound bad enough to make you not realize that it was the song I was playing earlier. Hopefully I actually put it in the video. It'll probably get a copyright sort of thing, but I mean, I don't think the video will get taken down by Century Media Records or Devin. And so anyways, that's also not tuned. The Centipede's played in AAA tuning, so the bottom 3 strings are all A. And then the 2 higher strings are tuned an octave above the bottom string. And so anyways, that's a pretty good song for doing some that sort of set. That's a cheat code. All right, so if you want some cheat code music, then I'm the guy to come to. Maybe, I don't know. Depends on what fires you up. Some people get fired up by power metal, folk metal. Some people listen to dance music, chat like Synthron. I mean, it's pretty intense. But I just associate that with dancing, and dancing is for silly billies. And so, although the guys in the band don't dance, they just stand in place. They do the power stance. It's like a stagger. They go in like an orthodox boxy stance, and then it's just headbanging. And then you have the guy is playing the bass, and all he does is play these, like, he plays on the ant. Every single song, the guy's just going, that's his thing. They're German, though, so. I think if it was some American or something like that, although there is apparently a Mexican band that's like that Chad likes, but you gotta be a European to make that sort of thing work. That deadlift workout fueled by 4% cottage cheese. I wouldn't get anything other than this. This is what I have for breakfast, but this isn't going to do anything for your workout. Casein, protein, and saturated fat. It takes a little while to absorb that stuff. And so, because I think cottage cheese is pretty much all the whey removed. It's just casein. Most of the protein I get is casein because I did add in some beef recently, and but it's still mostly casein. I did get some pork shoulder blade steaks, which is an amazing cut for like a cheap cut. That's probably the best one you can get. And then I also got some eggs, and so I'll make some soft boiled eggs later, and just to see if it's going to do anything. I don't think it's going to add too much to my gains, but we'll see. I was thinking when I was walking over here, because I just watched this reel. There's this guy on Instagram called Too Buff for This. He does like satire, lifting satire, and some other things, but it's mostly lifting, and he'll do some commentary on it. And so he shared my 601 for 5 reps, and he was commenting just like the last time he featured my 801 for 2. How about how like what the neighbors are gonna think when I am like screaming in the garage. And when I hadn't really been too loud. It's not too, because I'm only getting excited like that when I'm doing a sort of PR lift, okay, or I'm going for a PR. And like I had a pretty good grizzly scream when I did my 351 press. And for my 801 for 2, I was pretty excited about that one. And right when I was done, I was thinking, I'm like, holy shit, what are the people going to think? Doesn't matter. What are they going to do? They're fucking puny. Yeah. Anyways, it's okay to be totally obnoxious if you can lift heavy weight. If you're lifting heavy weights, if I was doing one like 225 squats with 225, no offense if that's your squat weight, because eventually it'll be 405 and 495, right? It better fucking be. But anyways, if I was doing 225 and I was screaming like that, then that might be a different story. Anyway, some guy asked me, a new viewer, and he said, I told him I'd answer his question in a video today, and I think I'm going to get one today. I'm going to record 2 videos this weekend, because I got all that filler deadlift workout. Although that was pretty good. I was taking you along with me for that. If it was a sort of, if I was doing my progression and I was deep into it, like I was doing like, close to 700, and that was my working weight, then I probably wouldn't record a commentary, because I need to be in the zone the whole time. But for that lighter weight, no issue. There's no issue. This guy says, did Darth Vader F a Jawa? Look, you're looking pretty Jersey Shore with the wife beater and the Abercrombie shorts. No, you might want to add a gold chain and a nice crucifix. I've got a gold chain. I was thinking of wearing it, but it's more like a thought choker, because my neck's too big. It's a chain, but the pendant, it's Jesus Christ. It says what the hell is it? Dio te protega, which I think means God protect you, and it's Jesus Christ on the front, and it hangs like here when normally it was supposed to like hang here. And if you're going to be a Catholic like Guido, then, well, they're not actually Catholics, but they're accessorizing and they're blinging themselves out like the Catholics do. You got your pendant and a crucifix. You got to have like two things hanging from you. And if you want to go like, you can go Orthodox, then you got a big chain. Then you got the big chain or beads. I don't know, even it's like pearls, and then you got a giant crucifix. What was that? Idol worship's that's no good, but wear your big cross. This guy says, this reminds me of the days when YouTube fitness had some soul and fitness r/fit hadn't turned into relationships black pill board. Well, the thing is about all these sorts of the red pill or the manosphere, they're teaching you how to deal with the worst women in society, and like that sort of game. And I mean, if you're just trying to like body count max and pleasure max, then I guess you don't want to tune into that, and you're gonna have to follow some of their protocols. You got to make sure you get an expensive cologne, you have expensive clothes, expensive sunglasses, maybe an expensive watch, and probably you're gonna need to take out a car loan, and then also get a hair. I don't even know. I'd probably have to shave my head if I was gonna be a player or a PUA guy, and then anyways, then you just give your time, your precious time, your life. This isn't a black pill thing. I'm supporting the nuclear family, but I don't support the like hookup culture. So if you want to give your precious time to really like low IQ, okay, stupid women, okay, then go right ahead. The girls that are on the whatever podcast, if you want to give your time to that woman, okay, then you go right ahead. And then anyways, that might be my sort of thing though. I find it's once in a while, I've talked to some decent women lately that are nice to talk to. They're usually older than me, unfortunately, and so that's not going to be. I'm not 40. I'm only 31. But, anyways, this guy says, "Do you lock your legs out on purpose at the bottom of the RDL?" That's for some reason that helps. That makes me feel a little stronger out of the bottom, and I mean the knee extension will help a little bit. The bar doesn't really. I don't know. My center of gravity doesn't change. Just my legs straighten out, and that might be an issue if you're lifting a heavy weight. I remember my brother's friend said he saw my video and he's like, his hamstrings are going to tear. But I don't do RDLs that are really heavy, and I don't think that that's a good idea. RDL is just an accessory to kind of link together your important deadlift workouts, which is the heavy deadlifts. Not your focus is on accessories; it's on the main lifts, okay? And so, like back in the old days when I was a noob, I thought that you'd have to, you have the main lift, but all the accessories are the thing that makes the main lift go up. No, you have to increase the weight on the main lift every time if you're not doing a deload, that is, and the accessories, which I don't really think that they're all that useful anymore. The accessories are just that to kind of bridge the gap between the once a week, one top set of deadlifts. This guy says you're only as good as your last PR. People get forgotten quickly. This is when I was talking about not wanting to end up like Boxer the horse from Animal Farm. Okay, here we go. Black Beetle Rokusho. And he's got his picture is Magikarp. New to your channel, and I think it's dope so far. What do you think about seated overhead press and behind the neck press? Seated overhead press is just kind of like a high incline bench because you're laying against the seat, and it's like a lazy man's overhead press. And behind the neck press is some sort of like old school gimmick lift, like Good Morning, that just won't go away. It's not going to make your if you want to be a press specialist. I mean, Andrew Richard or Richard, whatever that, I don't know how you pronounce his last name. Okay, really big dude with heavy press. He does behind the neck press. I think it's just to show off, frankly, and he does a pretty good job of showing off with these things. And he's got the perfect reverb in that gym. I need that reverb. And admit that the screams with the reverb makes it super epic. Okay, and so anyways, the press specialist, you do press 4 days a week. Okay, and you could say you're just saying that because Ripito said that, and you're right, because if it's strict press, it's not really the it's hard to get the strict press not to stall out. But if you're doing the dynamic press, the starting strength way, the old school Olympic way of doing it, then it takes a lot more technique. And so you have days where you're doing like 5 sets of 5, and then you're doing pin press, and then you're doing what the hell is it called? You're doing like doubles, or tempo doubles, or not tempo doubles, but you're taking like short rests in between the doubles, and then you have another day of doing heavy singles, and that's just 1 week of working out. And generally, if you're going to be a press specialist like that, then your bench workout, you're going to do like one bench workout a week, and it's just to maintain the strength. Bench press doesn't carry over to overhead press very much, and overhead press carries more over to bench than bench carries over to overhead press. And anyways, this next question is, what's your diet like, calories and food wise? My calories now that I get now are like 4,000 to 5,000. I know that's a big stretch, but it depends on I don't know which foods I feel like eating, and it's not really going to make. I'm still going to be losing fat at either of those numbers. Not really on the weekends, though, because I'm not really moving that much other than doing my workouts. But during the week, it's like 5,000 calories a day. And my weight's still going down. I should have weighed myself today before I did this. But anyways, calories and food-wise, I eat lots of dairy. I started adding in salt. I just figured out how much milk I'm going to drink for the day and how much water I'm going to drink for the day. And for every liter, I take a quarter teaspoon of salt. I might increase the salt, actually. More than that, because you get water in when you're, especially with all the yogurt and cottage cheese that I'm eating. So I might increase that a little bit more. And I take Himalayan pink salt. I dump a quarter teaspoon in my mouth, and I wash it down with my distilled water. And that seems, I think I had some low energy for a little bit, and I'm pretty sure I was like sodium deficient, because I think I was kind of making up for the sodium deficiency, or the thing that was saving it was the trenbolone, because trenbolone is the best steroid for nutrient partitioning, and so it would have retained more. I would have retained more sodium with it, but I stopped that almost 3 weeks ago, and so I hadn't really felt the same. But I'm feeling a little better today. I think it's also because I added the coffee back in, because I didn't have coffee yesterday, and I didn't have this morning because I took Donepezil. But I'm not going to add Donepezil. And I was looking at other acetylcholinesterase inhibitors, because I have ginkgo biloba, but it makes me restless. Huperzine A and Bacopa monnieri, and then I don't really want to get those. And then there's berberine, and there's another one. Berberine apparently lowers IGF-1, but it does increase insulin sensitivity. So it's kind of like a metformin, but it doesn't screw your stomach up, or maybe it does. I don't know, but I'm not going to get that. The best thing for insulin sensitivity is just to take a 10-minute walk after each meal and don't eat a shitload of sugar. Okay, and also don't eat in the middle of the night. You need to have like I stop eating at 8 p.m. and I don't eat again until 8 a.m. And you could say it's counterproductive to gains, but being insulin resistant is even more counterproductive. Okay, number 3, tips to get stronger on the bench when you've hit a plateau. Just gain weight. You're not eating enough calories. He says he just can't get past 315 and it bothers him. If you just gain weight and your bench goes up, not even, just increase your, I don't know what your calories are. You're probably like a 4,000 to 5,000 sort of guy. Increase it by like 750. And if you start getting too fat, then just pull back a little bit, because it's frankly, if you don't gain too much fat, it's not really that much of an issue to get rid of. I got a little bit too big in the midsection this last bulk I did with the overhead press, but that's pretty much almost gone away, back to the way it was back when I was back in May. Okay. You'll notice my grip. The squat grip. The squat grip for the thumb's not around the bar, and frankly, most of the fingers aren't even on the bar. You want to have your hands straight like that, and the heel of the palm will just be on the bar. That's a starting strength grip. If you have your hand like this, okay, then you're not going to get tendonitis, and then you pull your hands in as close as you can. Keep your hands straight though, because eventually what'll happen if you go like this, then you'll get wrist pain, and then that goes down to the elbow. Some people get shoulder pain. I don't know if that's an issue of having the straight wrist. So, anyways, I'm gonna go back and check on Instagram. I've got some other quotes. This guy asked me, or comments. I saw it when I was doing that workout. I saw it's like $2 for this shared your reel, and here we go. I get some comments. Gladiator barbell. Who the hell's... I don't know, Empire barbell. Gladiator Barbell, Birmingham, England. Some guy invited me to Ireland to come to his gym. So, anyways. Okay. So, I don't even know what else to say. But I'm going to get some lunch. And I'll see you later. Well, there was this guy from Bulgaria. He commented on my fast food tier list. And he made his own tier list. And it's like a proper fast food tier list. Frankly, I don't even really eat fast food. I was eating some Burger King when I was doing the bulk. Because I was doing the Pete Rubish method. Where you're just like eating tasty stuff that has high calories. You know, the freaking delicious foods. Which are like not even food. It's just like, I don't know, salted or sugared up plastic. And although recently I have been going to Zayre's to get the hot deli when I'm working, because I have like a savory, like a salt craving, and so I'll get some macaroni and cheese and then some deep fried breaded chicken tenders. It's I don't know what the alternative to that is though. When I'm working, I suppose I could just bring my salt with me and then just get more milk, because the thing about seed oils, he was talking about all these other ingredients that are in these like fake foods. He says that there's conditioners in the oil that McDonald's uses that extend the shelf life up to like a month, so it can sit in the fryer for a month. And although they don't usually, McDonald's changes the oil every day, because this guy I know used to work there, just because there's so much. They use it so much, and you're not gonna, if you're cooking with black oil, then that's the super bad oil. Imagine all like it's black oil. It's because it's supposed to be yellow, although it's all oxidized. Anyways, he's got his own. He's at a proper fast food tier list, and his channel is called Vampire Kirill, and you'll see him in my comment section. He likes my videos. He has some. I noticed when he commented, or he commented something, and I looked at his channel, and he had a video on Spoonie, the Spoonie one. And if you're into like video games, maybe you'll know who Spoonie is, but Spoonie hasn't really done anything since 26. I think his last videos were like 2016. He had his video where he reviews The Force Awakens, or maybe not The Last Jedi. And before then, he's the guy who was the Ultima review, and the Final Fantasy VIII review, and the Phantasmagoria 2 playthrough, which is really funny, but he hasn't really done anything. And his last videos were like, I don't know, he looked like he was burnt out, and he was just saying how dumb Donald Trump was. It's like, oh, he's got his like high school leftist politics. Like, I'm a libertarian, obviously. I don't really care for these guys, but just talk. I guess I've been in there, but mostly back when I was into politics, it's like my thing was like Hillary Clinton's a demon, which is true. No offense, Hillary, if you're watching this. No offense. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, he had a video talking about the Spoonie one and how he's going to like rag on him until he gets a job. And I remember in a video, the Spoonie one, and I didn't think this was real, because I remember my dad told me this years ago, where he's like, some people will just smoke to get more breaks. And I'm like, no, you can't be serious. That's hyperbole. That's actually real. Okay? Because Spoonie admitted that. Okay, Noah Antweiler, that's his channel name. All right, Spoonie admitted that he got some job, like computer job, because he went to school and he got a degree in computer science. So he doesn't like the day job. I mean, who does? But he picked up smoking just to get more breaks, so he'd have to work, so he could work less. And I think I know a girl who I'm pretty sure did the same thing. I didn't confirm it, but I know that she's kind of lazy, and I'm pretty sure it was the same situation. And so, let me know in the comment section if you know people like that. Okay, supplement review time. I got my dirty glass that I've been, when I come home from work, because you have to take your iodine separate from taking vitamin C and coffee. So when I come home to train, I make sure that it's been a few hours maybe since I've had any of those, and then I'll have my iodine in the water. And so I'll do that later. It doesn't matter to me what time of the day I take the iodine. because apparently some people it makes them restless. But anyways, I bought this health tonic. Okay, Health Furno wellness beverage. Turmeric, ginger, lemons, spices. Let's see what he's got in here. Canadian grade A amber maple syrup. He says that there's cinnamon, cloves, something else. It's made with distilled water. And so anyways, the serving size is 3/4 of a cup. 8 grams of sugar. That's from the maple syrup. That's to add the flavor to. Otherwise it probably wouldn't taste all that good. Who even knows, actually? But it smells good. This is a shake well. We're warming up on the stove. Here we go. I'm going to make it carbonated. Carbureted, actually. Like my old LTD. Okay. That smells pretty good. You can smell the cloves. Smell the cloves. Oh, yeah. Not bad, right? 3/4 of a cup. This is more than a cup. If you didn't, I don't even know what 3/4 of a cup is going to be. Let's say it's like here. Okay. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Oh, that you can taste the ginger and the cloves. That's for sure. This isn't a pop, just so you know. And it's the main. Let's see. It may provide benefits such as, and this is the way you got to word things for like legal reasons. Because if you go on Amazon, it'll say it may help with this. That's what you have to word. Otherwise, you're gonna get in trouble or something. Improve overall well-being, boost immune system, reduce inflammation, improve gut health, improve healing, reduce blood pressure, reduce nausea. Yeah. Oh, another thing that helps when I said I drink the salt, or I put the salt in my mouth and I drink something. If you take that with the iodine, the iodine's kind of distracting from the salt because both aren't very good tasting, but it's good to take. You know, so one of my customers, I was working with her and or working for her, but she said she'd help clean up. She was getting like lightheaded, and like after working for like 2 minutes at a time, so she has to sit down. And I told her she probably has low sodium, because that's an issue with boomers, is because they go to the doctor and the doctor tells them sodium is bad, but it's like she's like, I'm like, you probably. She says she doesn't cook anything with sodium, so I told her how much she should take, and she thought that was kind of gross, but I wouldn't mix it into the water, because then your whole water thing is going to taste like crap, because frankly it doesn't taste good. So that's why I just drink I put the quarter teaspoon in my mouth, drink a little bit, and then I can enjoy the rest of the water or my milk. I'm definitely not going to mix it. Because another thing is it doesn't mix up very well in cold liquid. So, anyways, shit. She's like, well, telling everybody these things. She's like, oh, well, doesn't it make you retain water? It's like, yeah. But at first, what I've heard from Stan Efferding is that once your body adapts to the higher sodium level, then you won't retain as much. Because I think the issue that people are worrying about is having edema around the heart and or organs. But I mean, the other water retention you get is like in your muscle, so it makes you stronger. That's why people take it pre-workout. Anyways, this is interesting tasting. I mean, you wouldn't drink the whole bottle of it, but remember, things that are good for you aren't necessarily the tastiest, which is why you need to delete boomerism from your brain and sometimes sacrifice flavor for health. By flavor, I mean like you need some sort of like food, the dopamine detox from food, and so that's why like plain yogurt to me is really good. But in the past, I remember my dad had plain yogurt, and I had like normal sugary like strawberry or peach yogurt, and then I had plain yogurt. And I'm like, what is this? This is so bad. This is so bad. Another thing that's really good is Skyr, which is a little bit of it's like an Icelandic yogurt, but it's a little bit a different taste, and it has a little bit of different texture to it. It's maybe a little thicker, and that's pretty good. And it's high in protein. That's another thing. So, anyways.